We will be dealing with the elimination method now. Okay? Now let's begin. So take note. So far, we have solved systems using graphing and substitution. Okay? Now these notes show how to solve the systems algebraically using elimination method this time. But I'm going to be focusing only with addition. Okay? So I'm going to be focusing on the addition method of elimination because it's easier if you're going to be focused on one method first. Now let's continue. Elimination is easiest when the equations are in standard form. When I say standard form, the x comes first, followed by the y, that is equal to the constant term. So a, b, and c there are numbers. So it could be 3x plus 4y equals 9. So that is in standard form. It's because x comes first, followed by the variable y, equal to the constant term. So take note, that will always be the format when you do elimination. It should be in standard form. Let's continue. Step number 1. Put the equations in standard form. Okay? So again, this is the standard form. This is our standard form here. This one. So take note of that. Step number 2. Determine which variable to eliminate. Sir, how are we going to determine which variable are we going to eliminate? Look for variables that have the same coefficient. Like example, they are having like 3x and 3x. The first equation is 3x. The second equation is 3x as well. Or the first equation has 5y. The second equation has also 5y. So that's step number 2. You determine which variable to eliminate. So what if there are no variables that have the same coefficient? We will deal with that later. Okay? Step number 3. Add. This time I'm going to be focusing on add. So I'm going to be adding the equations. We will be now solving for the variable. Step number 4. Plug back, meaning substitute the variable that you have solved to the two equations. Either if you have solved x, then you substitute x over equation 1 or 2, solve for y, just like what we did over substitution method. Okay? Step number 5, you do the checking. You know how to do the checking already. So let's begin. Let's apply the 5 steps in our first example. Okay, so see to it that our equation are in standard form. Examine equation number 1. This is equation number 1. Is this in standard form? Yes, it is. X comes first, followed by y, and the constant term. What about the second equation? Is that in standard form? Still, it is. Take note, x comes first, followed by y, and then equal to the constant term. So both of our equations are in standard form. So they already are. Step number 2. Determine which variable to eliminate. Okay, let's examine equation 1 and 2. Which among the variables contains the same coefficient and having opposite signs, meaning the other one is positive for x, the other one is negative for x. That's okay, the variable y. Very good. Look at the variable y here. The variable y, that's positive y. The other one is negative y. So we will now eliminate y. So ang atong goal now, we will be eliminating y because y contains the same coefficient. Okay? Let's continue. This time, we will be adding the two equations. Take note, ha? Our goal was to find a positive and a negative nga the same og coefficient as well. And we will be adding the two. So, adding the two, so how much do you get now? Unsa man ni nako? Ma-eliminate si y. So, y will be eliminated. And what is x plus 3x? X plus 3x is 4x. 5 plus 7, that's 12. And then, solving for x, you divide, take note, whatever is the coefficient of x, that is the divisor, divided by 4. So that you can cancel 4 there. 12 divided by 4, therefore the value of x is 3. So that's step number 3. Step number 4, you already know that the value of x is 3. That's what we solved in step number 3. Substitute this to either equation 1 or equation 2. Now, which is easier? Are you gonna substitute that over 1 or over 2? You choose. Come on, magpili ana. So I will rather choose equation 1 because it's easier. If I'm gonna substitute 3 there, that becomes 3 plus y equals 5. Then transposing 3 to the other side, this one, that becomes minus 3. So y is equal to 2. Therefore, what's our solution set here? The solution set is 3, 2. Okay, the solution set is 3 and 2. Let's do the checking. There you go. That's equation 1. 3 plus 2 equals 5. That's totally correct. Equation number 1. Equation number 2. 3 times 3 minus 2. 3 times 3 is 9. Minus 2, that's 7. Therefore, our solution is right. Questions about our first example? So why? It's totally the same. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to use the second equation. Okay, that's good. I'm going to use this. So meaning I'm going to have 3 times 3 minus y equals 7. So 3 times 3, that's 9, minus y equals 7. Transpose 9 to the other side, that becomes what? Minus 9. So negative y equals 7 minus 9, that's negative 2. Divide both sides by negative 1. Because take note, y should be positive. So y, therefore, is equal to negative 2 divided by negative 1. That's positive 2. It's totally the same as our answer. So, pwede ra jud, you can use either equation 1 or 2 to solve the value of the variable y. Is that clear? Okay. Let's have another example. This one. This was our example a while ago, but I'm going to be solving this without the steps. Okay? So meaning, without showing the steps, we have x plus y equals 5. 3x minus y equals 7. So, which variable are we going to eliminate? Y. Take note, the variable y contains the opposites. When I say opposites, positive y, negative y, the same ang coefficient. Yeah, one is positive, the other one is negative. They are opposites. So I'm going to be adding the two equations now. Eliminate y. So x plus 3x, that's 4x. Then I have 5 plus 7, that's 12. Dividing both sides by 4, cancel 4. Sir, why is it 4? Because 4 is simply the numerical coefficient of the variable x. If this is 6x, then I'm going to divide both sides by 6. If that is 7x, I'm going to divide both sides by 7. Okay? Let's continue. X is equal to 3. This is the value of x. Going back to equation number 1 or equation 2. I prefer equation number 1 again. X plus y equals 5. Substitute this over x. So we have 3 plus y equals 5. Transpose this to the other side. Minus 3. Y is equal to 2. Therefore, our solution is 3 and 2. So this one is simply how you solve it without having the steps. Doing the checking, you already know that. Let's have another example. 4x, sorry for that. 4x plus y is equal to 7. The first equation. The second equation, it's 4x minus 2y is equal to negative 2. Oh no, what are you going to do with this now? Are there opposites here? Are there opposites? Pero they should be the same. Dapat they have the same numerical coefficient. Now, which variable contains the same numerical coefficient? Therefore, I will eliminate x, but before that, take note, standard forms na nato. Equation 1 is in standard form. Equation 2 is already in standard form as well. Okay? So, step number 2 ta. Determine which variable to eliminate, since you said a while ago that the variable x contains the same coefficient. Therefore, I will be eliminating the variable x. Okay? So take note, look for the variable that has the same coefficients. And that is the variable x for this example. So therefore, this time, I will be subtracting. So when I will be subtracting this, I will be distributing the sign now. Distribute the negative sign. Distribute the negative sign. Distribute the negative sign. So therefore, this becomes 4x plus y equals 7. Nothing happens to the first equation. The second equation, you change all the sign. So 4x becomes negative 4x because we are subtracting man. Okay? So take note, that's negative 4x. Then we have negative times negative, that's positive 2y. Yeah, negative times negative again, that's positive 2. And let's do cancellation. So canceled ang 4x. Now what is positive y and positive 2y equal to? 3y. That's why this is 3y. What about 7 plus 2? Okay. Dividing both sides by 3, how much is y? Y is equal to, correct. That's totally right. Okay? So therefore, the value of y, take note, the value of y is 3. Now substitute this. So you choose now. Are you going to use equation 1 or equation 2? It's up to you. You will still get the same answer. In this case, I'll be using equation number 1. Okay? Substitute the value of y. What's the value of y again? We have solved a while ago. So I'm going to be substituting 3 over y. So that becomes 4x plus 3 is equal to 7. Transposing this to the other side, that becomes negative 3. So we have 4x is equal to what? It's equal to 4. Dividing both sides by 4 and 4. x is therefore equal to 1. Yes. No, I'm using equation number 1. I am using equation number 1. This is equation number 1. Okay? But, yes. Yes, yes. Sige ha, I'm gonna solve this again. Sige. Okay, look at this one. Okay, I'm gonna discuss it again. Take note of number 2. So, take note. Sir, diba you said they should have opposites. That's why I will be multiplying. I will multiply the first equation by -1. The second equation, I mean. So take note, the first and the second equation contains the same coefficient. The variable x has it. Pero the problem is, their signs are the same. Yeah, we need man opposites. Dapat ang isa positive, the other one is negative. So what are you gonna do? Multiply -1 either to equation 1 or equation 2. Para, if I'm gonna be copy equation 1 is 4x plus y equals 7. If I'm gonna multiply -1 over equation number 2, distribute the negative sign. That becomes -4x. This becomes positive 2y. And this becomes positive 2. Look at our equation now. It contains opposite, just like what I mentioned a while ago. So our goal now is, dapat we should have variables na may opposites. If they have the same coefficient, just like in this example, 4x and 4x, but both are positive or both are negative, if another case, then multiply -1 to either equation 1 or equation number 2. Sa atong example, I will multiply -1 over equation number 2. Para naan ako'y opposites din ha. After which, I'm gonna now add the two equations. So I'm gonna eliminate 4x now because they are opposites already. Does that answer the question? Okay, let's continue. Let's add y and 2y, that's 3y. Let's add 7 and 2, that's 9. Dividing both sides by 3, y is equal to 3. Okay? Then going back to the first equation, for x plus y equals 7, I'm gonna be having substitute 3 over y. So 4x plus 3 is equal to 7. If this is x here, then substitute this over x. Since this is variable y, I will substitute 3 over y. Depende man as atong na-solve previously. So, transpose, that becomes -3. So, 4x is equal to 4. Dividing both sides by 4, x is equal to 1. So, the solution set is 1, 3. Any questions about this? Are there any okay, very good. Now, let's have another example. Let's solve this one. We have 2x minus 3y is equal to -2. X plus 3y is equal to 17. Okay. Examine the two equations. Are they in standard form? Yes, they are. Now, step number 2. Look for opposites. What variable is that? So, we will eliminate y here. Okay? So take note, in this case, we will be eliminating the variable y. Let's do addition now. What is 2x plus x? 3x. This is now how much? Cancel, eliminate. Kay negative 3y man na og positive 3y, iyo, eliminate y. Now, what is negative 2 plus 17? Positive 15. Oh, divide both sides by how much? Okay, very good. That's 3. X is equal to 5. Oh, now we now have the value of x. Yes. Is this clear now? Okay, let's solve the value of y. What do you want? I'm going to use equation 1 or 2. So, let's use equation... come on. Asa man? Sige, let's use equation 2. Sige, let's use equation number 2. So, y... x plus 3y equals 17. What's the value of x? 5. Substitute over x. So, we now have 5 plus 3y equals 17. Transpose this to the other side, that becomes minus 5. 3y equals 12. Dividing both sides by 3, how much is y? So what's our solution set? 5, 4. So what letter is that? Number? Okay. Or are there any questions, by the way? Okay. Let's have another example. Okay. What about this one? Y is equal to 7 minus 2x and 4x plus y is equal to 5. Let's check equation number 1. Is this in standard form? No. So meaning, we will make it standard. To make this standard, unsa may buhaton na kuan eh. Okay, transpose lang na nato. So that becomes... Oh, there you go. So meaning, negative 2x becomes positive 2x now. Plus y, yes. Again, when you say standard form, x comes first, followed by y, equal to a constant term. So that's the standard form. X plus y is equal to a constant. And take note, look at equation number 2. Equation number 2 is in standard form. X, y, then the constant term. The problem here is equation number 1 only. Okay? Now, let's continue. Determine, asa may eliminate na to ani section, Ruby? Eliminate na to ang y. Pero, we need to multiply what? Negative 1 first. Very good. Asa man ang ganahan ninyo i-multiply? Equation 1 or equation 2? Let's multiply this with negative 1. So what happens now? We have 2x plus y is equal to 7. And the second equation becomes what? Negative 4x minus y equals negative 5. And eliminate the variable y. Now, what is 2x minus 4x? Negative 2x. What about 7 minus 5? Positive 2. Negative 2 ang i-divide. So, what's the value of x? Negative 1. Now, we have now the value of our x. So, asa may ganahan ninyong equation 1 or ang equation number 2? It's easier. It's easier if you'll use equation 1. Because if you're gonna substitute negative 1 over x, so this becomes 7 minus 2 times negative 1. And this is positive 1, right? 7 plus 1. I mean positive 2. That's not positive 1, it's positive 2. So how much is 7 plus 2? And that will give us 9. Is this clear? Okay, let's just... Okay. There you go. That's the checking. Okay. So take note lang aning steps na to, ha? Take note of the steps. Okay? Next, I'm gonna give more examples. Okay, this one. What if I'm gonna have 2x plus 2y equals 16, and I'm gonna have 2x minus 2y equals 4. Which variable are you gonna eliminate? So I'm gonna be eliminating y. Okay? So so I now have 2x plus 2y equals 16, and I have 2x minus 2y equals 4. Now, why is it again that you are gonna eliminate y? Opposites. The variable that contains the same coefficient and having opposite signs. Okay, so take note of that. So eliminate the variable y here. What is 2x plus 2x? That is 4x. And you have 16 plus 4, 20. Dividing both sides by 4. What is the value of x? It's simplified. What do you want? You want to use equation 1 or 2 in solving for x? I mean, solving for y, sorry. You want to use equation 1 or 2? You want... pwede ra bisag asa, ana. You can use equation 1 or 2, the same answer, yes. Again, you can use either of the equations in solving for y. Sige, sir, i-show those, sir, ang 2, sir. Sige, let's make use of equation number 2 first. Equation number 1. So, 2x plus 2y equals 16. So, let's substitute 5 over x. So, this is 2 times 5 plus 2y equals 16. So, this is 10 plus 2y equals 16. Transpose this, mahimo ng minus 10. So, 2y is equal to 6, right? Divided by 2, what is y? 3. Sir, what if, sir, I'm gonna use equation number 2? Will we get the same answer? Yes, we will. Let's verify that. We have 2x minus 2y equals 4. So, we have 2 times 5 minus 2y equals 4. This is 10 minus 2y equals 4. Transpose that becomes minus 10. So, negative 2y is equal to negative 6. Dividing both sides by negative 2, y is equal to 3. It's the same answer. So, we can have this solution or this solution. So, yes. Let's do the checking. What is our solution set? 5, 3. Okay, let's do the checking. Equation number 1, 3x plus 2y equals 16. What's the value of x? 5. What's the value of y? 3 equals 16. 3 times... this is 2. Sorry. That's not 3x, but it's 2x. Okay. 2 times 5 plus 6. That's equal to 16. So, therefore, 16 equals 16. Correct. Let's have the second equation. We have 2x minus 2y equals 4. So, we have 2 times 5 again minus 2 times 3 is equal to 4. This is 10 minus 6 equals 4. 4 equals 4. That is totally correct. Questions, please. Are there any questions section, Ruby? Section Ruby, are there any questions? Sige, I'm gonna permit that. Pero next time, when you do the checking, dapat ang dua ka equations, ana. Okay? Sige lang. I will not be strict on that. But next time, when you do the checking, it should be the 2 equations, okay? Now, I'm gonna give another example. What if you'll be having this? What if you'll be having this? Let's have, sorry. For a while, section Ruby. Okay, what if I'm gonna have this one? We have 3x plus 4y is equal to 4. And I'm gonna have x minus 2y is equal to 2. Do you have variables having the same coefficient? Wala. So this is now the thing that I'm talking about a while ago. Sir, there are no variables that contains opposites. But here's my question. Is there a variable there that has opposite signs? Okay, what variable is that? The variable y. So take note, focusing on the variable y, how can you make the second equation, this one, 4? No. Again, diba we already have 3x plus 4y is equal to 4. So take note, what are the numbers ninyo sa inyuhang y? The coefficients of y are 4 and 2. What's the LCM of 4 and 2? LCM is 4. No. Least common multiple. 4 and 2. Diba? This is 4. Yeah, we have 8. We have 12. Ang 4, that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Asa may pinakagamay nga na common? 4. Therefore, ang LCM is 4. Ang equation 1 nato, that's already okay because it's already 4. The equation number 2, how can you make this one, kining 2 here, 4? No. What are you gonna do with that? I will multiply that. Ayaw negative 2. Positive o negative naman na. Mag-multiply kag negative if in case both are positive. So in this case, I will multiply this by positive 2 ra. Para i-distribute na ako, look what happens here. Mahimo ng 2x, mahimo ng negative 4y, and this becomes positive 4. We now have opposites. Tanawa atong equation now. Na if positive 4y, na negative 4y. Is this clear, section Ruby? Again. So our given was 3x plus 4y is equal to 4. And we have x minus 2y is equal to 2. I want to eliminate the variable y. So I will multiply this by 2. Just rewrite equation 1. 3x plus 4y equals 4. Sir, why is it that you multiplied it by 2? Look what happens if I'm going to multiply it by 2. That becomes 2x that becomes negative 4y. And this is now 4. I multiplied it by 2 so that my resulting equation will now have opposites. Para I can eliminate the variable y. Is that clear, section Ruby? Okay, let's now add them. What is 3x plus 2x? 5x. What about 4 and 4 added? 8. Okay. Dividing both sides by 5. What is x? X is equal to... Oh, it's a fraction. There's nothing wrong with that. That's totally fine. Okay? Now, let's go back to what do you want? Do you want equation 1 or 2? Let's use equation 1 lang. So, we have 3x plus 4. What's the value of y? The value of x. This is not sayop atong pagsasubstitute. Let's erase this first. This is... Okay. So, the value of x is 8 over 5. Let's write down equation 1 first. 3x plus 4y equals 4. So, we have 3 times 8 over 5. That's plus 4y is equal to 4. So, substitute lang nato ang atong na-solve nga x sa ato ang equation. So, let's multiply. 3 times this is how much? 24 over 5 plus 4y, that is equal to 4. Now, take note, section Ruby, if there's a fraction, it is easier to work on nga y fraction. So, how do you eliminate 5 here? Diba? You remember, ra-x na to nga lesson? I will multiply everything by 5 para makancel na ko ang 5 din ha. So what is left here is 24 plus 20y is equal to 20. Transpose this to the other side. So we now have 20y is equal to, what's 20 minus 24? Negative 4. Dividing both sides by 20. Y is, reduce ng 4 over 20. Pila man eh? Ma-reduce pa ng 2 over 10. 1 over 5. Negative 1 over 5. Kanang 4 over 20, divide both numbers by 4. 4 divided by 4, it's 1. 20 divided by 4, that's 5. And the negative sign, you have it there. Is this example clear? Let's have another one. Let's have another example here. What if... Oh, sorry. I'm going to have a new slide. I'm going to keep this first. Okay, section Ruby, what if you're given this? Let's have 3x, 2x plus 3y, that is equal to, let's have 5. I'm gonna have this one as 4x plus 6y is equal to 10. Okay, section Ruby, what happens here? Look at our variables. Na ay opposite sign din ha, like positive or negative? Wala. Kamoy mo decide. You decide, what do you want to eliminate? You want to eliminate x or y? Okay, let's eliminate y. If I want to eliminate y, I will focus on y. how will I make this 6? Okay, I will multiply the first equation now by 2. Okay, I will multiply the first equation by 2. So distributing 2 here, this, is it positive 2 or negative 2? Negative 2. Negative 2 times 2x. Negative 4x. Negative 2 times 3y. Negative 6y. Negative 2 times positive 5. Negative 10. And just simply rewrite the second equation. And let's now add. Oh, what happens here? What is negative 4x and positive 4? 0. And what about negative y plus 6y? That's still 0. Equal to, what's negative 10 plus 10? 0. So, eliminated siya, eliminated. 0 equals 0. There is nothing wrong with this. This is what you call a true equation. And this is what you call a dependent, consistent. Sorry. A consistent, dependent system. And what's the graph of a consistent dependent system? The graph is simply coincident lines. So if I'm going to graph this one, the 2x plus 3y equals 5 and 4x plus 6y equals 10, it will give me coincident lines. There is nothing wrong with that if you'll have 0 equals 0. That is what you call a true equation. Is that clear, section Ruby? Okay, I'm going to give you another one. What if, sir, the resulting is simply this? 3x plus 4y equals 10. The other one is negative 3x, negative 4y equals 7. Do they have opposites now? Oh, plus. Sir, eliminated ang x, eliminated ang y. 0 equals how much? 17. This is what you call a false equation. And this is an inconsistent system. If I'm going to graph this, it will give me parallel lines. Now, going back to our previous examples, this one. Okay ne. If you will be able to solve a value of x and a value of y, this is what you call a consistent independent system. And it will give me intersecting lines for that.